Welcome to another episode of Diary of a Wannabe Comedian with me, Belle Finn, a wannabe comedian. Happy bank holiday to those in the UK and happy Monday to those not in the UK. I hope you've had a very good weekend regardless. I went to see Retold again on Thursday and it was quite special because it was a tiny little venue. It was basically the kind of place I perform in, which is a cellar under a pub. And I was in the front row. I literally could have reached out and touched him. I didn't, but I could have done. But it was so cool. It was called Retold Gold. And it was basically 4 comedians telling their old stuff. So Rich Hall really embraced this and was talking about Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky and all this. And it was just so funny hearing these jokes told as if they were up to date, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. Philly came with me and she had to leave early and I didn't really want to hang around on my own. I could have done, but I didn't want to. But I could have had a drink with him in the bar. I'm just not brave enough to do that sort of thing on my own. I know it sounds ridiculous, doesn't it, when I get up on a stage and tell jokes to complete strangers, but yeah, just approaching Rich Hall and saying, do you want a drink? That was a step too far for me. The other guys were pretty good as well. My only comment is they were all guys. Where were the women? Or is it just there aren't women with old material because they're just all new comedians? I don't know. Anyway, thoroughly enjoyed that. That was Thursday, yeah. So I'd already done my podcast and then I went out that evening. What happened Friday? There was something comedy really. Oh, I know. I've got tickets to see Ricky Gervais. I will be taking Comedy Dan this time because he has not seen this act yet. And I'm really chuffed because I've got row A seats again. Row A again. I mean, what is my luck here? You know, just brilliant. And then the only other comedy related stuff was yesterday. I went to the Museum of Comedy because Logan Murray has been teaching an MC course. And for their last week, they always have people come along and heckle, basically, and see how the MCs handle it. And it just, it turned into chaos in the end. But it was jolly good fun. I felt sorry for one woman because she made the mistake of holding the microphone to my face. And I just took the microphone, stood up and started talking. And I was honestly waiting for her to take the microphone back off me because, people do this kind of stuff. You see this at professional comedy nights. If you give an audience member, a cocky audience member, a chance, they'll take it. And I was there trying to think of something amusing about frogs because I don't know why she asked me about frogs and that was that. So that was the funniest moment for me. I particularly enjoyed that. It was a good event for catching up with people that I've been on Logan's courses with. So there's quite a few there that I was able to say hello with. And then afterwards, Comedy Dan and I went and had food in this arcade, which was pretty cool. You sit down at any table and you just scan and you can order all sorts of food, Thai, Indian, American, you name it. You can order what you want, Japanese, and then they bring it to the table. So it's great because you can go out with someone and you don't have to eat the same thing. The only thing I will say is I had a chicken burger and fries and it was £17, which was rather a lot. I know what you're saying, but Belle, aren't you vegetarian? I'm mostly vegetarian. Remember that, mostly. So anyway, that was my bank holiday weekend. Today I've been doing lots of washing. You can probably hear all the gurgling in the background. But hey, got to be done. Speak to you Thursday. Much love and gratitude.